Ready? Yeah! High as you can. Whoosh. Got it? Should we try again? A little bit faster. And action! And as you can see, we are recording the reaction of the crowd so that we can get some nice B-roll for the show. And now I'm being shouted at. Hello! Ready? I'm ready! Ready? 3, 2, 1, and action! So we've got 2 professional ballroom dancers here.
Hi, I'm Tash T, a performer and creative influencer. How to describe Brendon? I don't know of anyone else who will literally take an idea and within a week it's gone from 0 to 1,000. Like, he is the one that you can trust to go out and get it and smash it every single time.
Go 1. Go Reed, give me a smile. There you go.
Building a dancer. We're shooting with Brendon Hansford and James Williams for an amazing documentary.
So the all-important question, why do you dance?
When you get on that stage and everyone's cheering, you just feel this is amazing.
It's my biggest love.
I feel like I was born to do this.
Why would anyone not want to be able to dance in an awesome venue like this?
It gives me a space where everything is quiet.
This energy, this vibe.
I am the director for Love Rude Agency. I've been managing Brendon for about 4 years. Choreographically, Brendon's worked with some fantastic clients, people like Renault, the BBC, Panasonic, just to name a few. The value that he gives to clients is always off the chart.
He's super supportive and he really knows his stuff.
Brendon is the most creative person. He's an absolute dream to work with.
I feel the 2 words that sum him up is that he's a go-getter.
He helped me develop my own personal style and always encouraged me just to find what it is that makes me who I am.
I invited him up to meet me and was inspired by his passion and enthusiasm, his experience within the dance industry.
It is hard, it is demanding, you know, you have to love it.
Unless my body literally breaks, I'm going to keep dancing till the end. That's right! Hey everyone, and welcome back to my vlog. I'm really excited about this. I put out a post last week and a competition video on YouTube. Let me read to you what it says. I'm looking for a talented dancer. I'm looking for a dancer who's really struggling to get by in this very challenging industry. I'm looking for a dancer who has everything going for them, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. I am very excited to be offering an opportunity that will only be available to one dancer who wants more, who wants to create a sustainable career and is willing to work hard for it. Is this you? So I put this video out with the idea that rather than trying to help a lot of people a little bit, I would help one person, grab one person and implement my strategies, my formulas, and completely rebrand them. New photos, new videos, new website, help them with their styling, their mindset, and hopefully help them change how they see the industry and their career. You know, this type of stuff I've been teaching on my YouTube channel now for the last year, and I see this as an opportunity to really compact the process and show everybody the results that can be had. I honestly could not have predicted the reaction I had. I had such an amazing response with over 9,000 likes and well over 400 comments just on my Instagram post alone. I asked everybody to post a picture of themselves, put a specific hashtag in, and tell me why I should pick them for this process. Now the scary thing about this is that's a lot of people that are admitting that I'm struggling, help me. You know, that takes a lot to do that. So they must be in a position that's hard for them. Some have said how much they love dance and would really like help with their career. Others have said that they've been struggling for a while and they're not quite sure what to do. Some have said that they're older and this might be their last chance to try and make it. There are so many great people here and it's impossible to pick from an Instagram post. So I decided to hold an audition and I invited around 30 of them down to Pineapple this Monday to see if I can pick one to start this process with.
Okay, so we're at Pineapple. Chris, TENDAI is in there already teaching for me. I'm going to go in, hopefully there's going to be a room full of dancers who look amazing, and then eventually I'm going to pick one dancer. Okay. I'm not necessarily looking for someone who can pick up choreo well, who's been amazingly trained. You know, I'm looking for the person that's going to catch my eye. The big misconception, I suppose, is that people think you have to be this amazingly trained dancer, you have all this stuff. You don't. You've just got to have that fire, that passion, that thing. That's it. Yeah. 5, 6 through 7, 8, up, from the top, Jamie. Yes, show me from the top, ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, Alright guys, we've actually picked 7, but we're going to have to go through really quickly. I know you are off my heart. So, go to now, I'm going to interview you. And we are going to pick our final candidate. Should we go and meet somebody? This is so surreal with this. Rushing like crazy.
We're really sorry.
Huge apologies for that. So, tell us your name, where you come from, what you do, and why you applied.
Cool. My name's Maxine Scott.
My name's Stephen English.
Lisa Horsley. My name is Joyce.
Yeah.
I'm a trained dancer, but I'm serving pizza and Pizza Express. Woo.
I'm so tired of working in sales and cafes and everything, and I just want to do my dream.
Oh, she's still working in a bar, like where I used to work in. Yeah, I work in a bar, and I teach dancing as well. And just teaching a bit and trying to come to as many auditions and stuff as I can.
Yeah. I'm going to be like brutally honest now, because you're going off to uni. I can't do this with you because it's intended for a dancer to go into a career. Yeah. So for that reason, I actually can't pick you.
Okay, I've been here for 6 years. I've been working hard, I've been doing, I've been healthy, I've been going to the gym, I'm doing my classes, but in college I feel I didn't get the help I wanted.
I struggled a lot at college with how I looked. That's no, I'm gonna get upset. It's okay. They basically told me I was fat all the time and I needed to lose weight. So when I went to auditions, even now, I'll go in the audition and I just look at everyone else. I'm sorry.
Gia, can I just stop you there? Because right in the middle of the audition, we were like, have you seen that girl's abs? They're insane.
That was horrible. We were just like... So I started working as sales, and it's not what I want to do. And I don't want to ask for my parents because they've been helping so much, and blah, blah, blah. I think I'm going to have an emotional breakdown soon.
Just I don't really put myself out there a lot, and everyone thinks I'm really confident and woo, but I'm, I get embarrassed a lot.
I just love your help. I feel like I need some guidance. I've just never had guidance. That's been my problem. I've always been.
Either way, I want to have guidance. So
Thank
even
you.
if you don't
I just
need to come and speak to me.
But do you know what? But this is where it hits home. I know that this whole thing started out as a fun conversation between us. And this would be a fun thing. That moment made it incredibly real.
Yeah.
It's
You can literally change her life.
Yeah, like there's an agenda.
But my point is someone, I'm not looking for... But they've not quite made it, they've not quite hit that next step, that next stride. Why is she not working?
Even looking like that, looking like that, she's going to rock up an audition, the same audition as 40 boys, there's going to be 240 girls.
Yeah.
All it needs to be is someone can't bother to pronounce her name. Like it could be that simple.
It's so true!
It can be that simple. Oh, she's foreign. Oh, she's foreign.
Change her name. She needs to change her name.
This is questions we need to ask though. We need to be in heels, not being trained.
Okay, but you can get that in an image, but can you get that in like...
I'm not going to make any decisions. Hey everyone, so I've just finished up in the audition and we got to speak to a lot of the dancers, which was incredible. It was so nice to hear some of their stories. Some of it was really emotional, and I think there was even one moment I nearly cried. Some of it was really happy, and it was just a really great insight into what is going on in their lives. Me, Tash and Chris have been debating on who to pick for a while now. In fact, we had a few arguments, but I think we've whittled it down to one person that we all agree on, and I'm gonna head home now and give her a call. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Drum roll, please. We picked Yiota Hadjigeorgiou. Hadjigeorgiou? I think that's right. Luckily, she likes to be known as Yiota. So here we go. If it rings.
Welcome to Give Gav's voicemail. Please leave your...
Okay, take 3.
Welcome to Give Gav's voicemail.
Okay. Let's try one more time, shall we? Oh. It's a bit close. Alright, so me and James have been talking. And we've come to a decision.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're probably going to have to cancel your flights to Greece.
That's great. Oh my god, okay.
You've got to now spend 4 weeks starting next week with me.
That's great.
Don't sound too happy. Okay, well, I will message you tomorrow.
Okay.
And then we'll chat more about what we're going to do starting next week.
Okay.
Alright?
I'm happy.
Speak soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey James. Hey guys, so as you know, a week ago we picked Yiota for this process that we're going to be starting tomorrow. So we thought we'd come down to her work, surprise her and say hello and see how she's doing. Yes, I've got a sore throat and yes, I sound like an idiot, but let's go see what she's up to. And she is. Hello Yiota.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
We thought we'd come down and say hello and see you working and see you in your native environment. So we've got you about a 5-minute break and we're just going to ask you a few questions. Yeah? Do you want to come sit down? So the process starts tomorrow. How are you feeling about it?
Nervous and scared.
Okay. What's scaring you?
That I'm not going to have a job from tomorrow.
Of course, you're quitting tonight, right? This is your last night.
It's my last shift, yeah.
Oh wow.
That's why it's a little bit chill.
Yeah. They're letting you get away with a lot tonight then.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen during and after this process, whatever we're going to do together. And it's scary, but it is exciting. During the day, I work in a cafe.
Okay.
From 7 o'clock until 3.
So in the cafe, you're a waitress, you work in the kitchen?
No, I'm in front of the house, so I do coffees, we have food, so I serve the food, and I teach on the weekends some.
So you're doing 3 jobs at the moment?
And I struggle, I don't struggle, but I just cover rent bills and food.
Over 3 jobs?
And it's really scary now, you telling me quit your jobs, and I'm like, okay.
There's a lot of blind faith you're putting in me right now.
Yes, you better do it right.
Pressure's on me now. So we're starting tomorrow, which is exciting. I'm excited as well. So we'll start with the styling, so you're meeting a stylist tomorrow, and then we'll be looking at doing a first photo shoot, which will be more for social media. Then you'll be doing a professional photo shoot, which will be the start of your actual brand and how you're going to look. And then we're going to be doing a showreel with James.
Hey James.
James boy over here. And then obviously we're going to build up to creating a website. Hopefully by the end of week 3 we'll have that all together. And then all your branding will be in place. So I'll be teaching you how to reach out to agents, choreographers, jobs, and just communicate better with the people you need to be in communication with. So there's going to be like a week period where I'm going to chuck you into as many auditions as I can find, because there's an audition right at the end of the process on the last day for Lovely Agency, which is obviously the agency that represents me and one of the biggest agencies in the UK. So if you get on them, you know, it's a really great start. So that's the aim, is by the end of the process you will be on an amazing agent that will help you start in this career. That doesn't mean you're going to get work straight away, but hopefully by that time you'll completely understand what you need to do and you'll have all the right tools to go and find the work you need to find. Okay, so I'll let you get back to work because I think I've taken you away for more than 5 minutes. I'm really excited to work with you. I feel like I picked the right person. So I'm going to let you go back to work now and I will see you in the morning.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye. The aim of this documentary is to give you a behind-the-scenes look at the commercial dance industry, not just as an outsider looking in, but an all-access tour to this crazy lifestyle. Yiota is being given a camera so she can film and vlog this entire process for the next 4 weeks. We are literally going to hit the reset button. She's going to get a whole new social media, new images, new video, new website, and then I'm going to teach her to better communicate with brands, clients, and agents. This will hopefully separate her as a dancer and she'll get seen above the rest. Ultimately, we're going to create her into her own self-contained business. This involves learning my strategies, my formula, and simply trusting in the process. Unfortunately, I feel this is something that is completely neglected in formal education. There are so many dancers graduating every year. They get the technical training, but in my opinion, I feel like they fail to give them the business skills needed to succeed in this career. With Yiota, I want to bridge this gap so I can show dancers and graduating dancers and people coming into this industry how important it is to brand yourself as a business. So first up, we had the styling. So I invited professional stylist MARION RAUZY down to help me reinvent Yota's look.
Hi! Nice to meet you, I'm Marion. How are you? Good.
Had a chat and Yota's been talking to Marion about what styles and you know what type of style she needs to have.
Clothes make you something. Yeah. I think they convey a message, and you have to convey the message that you're confident. Yeah. Especially in workwear, it has to convey the message that you are good at your job. Styling, it's like cooking. It's just like making a recipe. Mm-hmm. You know that to make a cake you need eggs, flour, sugar, you mix it together, this is a cake. If you want to make Italian, you put tomatoes, basil, olive oil, this is going to be an Italian recipe. For the looks, it's the same. Sounds good? Yeah? Shall we start having a look at clothes?
Okay, so I think she's a bit nervous.
This, I guess, no. I'm wearing it when it's temporary, lyrical clothes.
I'd say no, I'm afraid.
No.
She has more clothes in one suitcase than I do in my whole wardrobe. Because they cut the tassels off.
Tassels, alright.
Alright.
Shows.
She wears
I'm
it
not
to the
wearing character inside. Okay, no. Cool. Once again, the recipe.
Guess what goes with it?
Yeah. What goes with it? And I think
I'm getting this process.
What recipe are they going to? Because if you put that like this, no. If you put them with like the leather pants and the belt and the eye makeup, wow, yes, you know. Okay, cool, thank you. Lovely to have met you. So we keep in touch. I'll see you Thursday. We're going to have a lot of fun. Bye. Bye. Yes, I will. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Styling is so important as a dancer. You know, a client who picks a dancer, they're picking you because they're inspired by you. They don't want to pick someone for the job who looks exactly like Denise in the back accounts office or something. So it's important to be funky, it's important to be different and individual and to really make sure that you are looking awesome.
Know how to dress. I learned that from Brian Friedman. He was the one that said, you have to know how to dress for the job that you're doing. So don't think because you just bought this great Prada outfit that's blue when the audition calls for black that everybody's going to care. They're not going to care. Know how to dress in the business.
You know, when people come in, they recognize my shoes, and that's important, you know, for them to recognize and think, wow, awesome, this guy's got a bit of funk.
Hello! First day today. I don't know what to say. It's the first time I'm using this camera as well, so I hope I'm not gonna break it. I don't know how I feel. It's this morning when I woke up, I realized that this is actually happening, and I'm nervous, I'm excited, and I just can't wait to see how it's gonna be every day from now on. So I had so much information today. Like already I have 2 photo shoots and a workshop to attend. First day and I have all this, it's amazing. Like, what else would I ask for? And I feel really lucky. Thank you. So I'm just waiting for Marion to come. Here she is. Hello.
Okay, so we are now in London city centre, probably the world's most shoppable place.
I have a list.
We have a list, a very precise list. And yeah, let's do this. Are we on? Okay, you need to say action or something. Action. Oh, here, 50% off. Oh, it's a trap. It's a trap, 50% off, it's a trap. So what's 50% off? Is it what you need or is it just some random stuff? 50% off is a trap. Let's go. Booking. What? How many of these jeans have you already got your back?
Yeah, but
how many? Just of this exact same one, how many have you got?
It's not the same with the stars and everything.
You have a goal, you have an image that you want to achieve for your career, you need to stick to it, you need to stick to the plan. The harsh truth, if you like it, no. But no, no, no. Everything you feel attracted to, no.
That's a nice skirt.
I'm so proud, let's go try it, let's go inside. Who knew 8 hours wasn't enough to shop for clothes?
I know, right? Hey guys, I'm on my way home now. I'm very tired. Today was such a long day and I think I'm exhausted actually. I can't wait to go home and lie down in my bed. And I really think I needed this. Done. I'm so tired and I have so much information in my head that I need to process, and I just need to sleep and wake up fresh tomorrow. But now I'm just gonna watch an episode on Netflix and sleep. So I have been graduated from college for 2 years and I've been living in London for 1. I was trying to make it on my own and it was a real struggle. I couldn't find anything because I didn't have any experience. So I started working in a cafe and I will work there from morning until the afternoon, and then after that I will go to after school clubs to teach. I will wake up and doubt myself if I really want to do this. Is this how to be a dancer? Not dancing. I didn't want to apply at first because I was too scared that I'm gonna get a rejection. And my boyfriend Mario was encouraging me every day and asking me, did you apply yet? And I was saying no, not yet, until the last day before the deadline that I sent my application in. And then everything started. Everything started from there. I met Marion, the stylist, where she helped me a lot, and I knew, especially when we went shopping, that it would be really tough and I had to make some changes in my life.
Working with Marion was amazing. She really knew her stuff. And I absolutely loved her food references. When she was talking to Yiota, I knew that she was the perfect person to tackle this job. I've been telling dancers for years to just invest in professionals and stop trying to do everything themselves. Because if you want to be hired by a professional, you have to look professional. So now Yiota had this amazing new look, we needed to get some dance-specific images for her social media. So we headed out around London.
Here we go, here we are.
Hey,
how are you?
Going up. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, the stairs are long. So how do you feel about the rain?
I think the rain imagery could be quite fun. Not for you though, but for me, I've got an umbrella. This is gonna be fun. Luckily, it looks like the rain's about to stop, so that's good. Mate, are you happy to sign a release? make it look good. Yeah, you got to have it wrapped a little. And you ask one point, so like this. A girly pose. That's it. Very nice. Very nice. Stay there, stay there. Well, I think that shoot went really well. We got some amazing pictures today, and I think it did really well. How do you feel it went?
Yeah, it was really fun. When I got into it, I really enjoyed it.
So we're now heading back to have a look at the photos and see how they came out. Having clean, well-composed images is so important to building your social media. Having poor quality images, a lot of selfies or irrelevant holiday snaps, unfortunately will just make your brand look weak. Did you notice that all we used was a phone? Every phone these days has the ability to take incredible photos, so there really is no excuse. Spend a day or two building a catalogue of photos that you can release slowly over time, because this will build confidence and consistency in you as a professional and also your brand. The great thing about this shoot is it gave Yiota practice in front of the camera, because next up we had a portfolio shoot with NICKY.
Good morning. I have the photo shoot today, and I woke up with this spot here. I'm about to leave. I'm literally taking the whole wardrobe with me.
Hey, so I'm just heading over to Langdon Park so we can meet NICKY at his photography studio, which is amazing, by the way. Absolutely gorgeous place. I'm really excited about this actually, because all the styling we've been doing with Yiota has been building up to this moment. The photos that she gets today is really going to define what her branding turns into, so fingers crossed there'll be a massive change after today. So, we're at Nick's, and I can't remember what number he is. Yes. Oh.
I got this spot. That was nice. That's right. It's one tiny spot in a whole place.
Beautiful. Let's relax. Do not worry.
Tell me what to do with my arm.
Do not panic. That's not a problem. Not a problem. Bring the shoulder up. Head over this. There we go. Stay there. Chin a nice withdraw. That's the one.
I've just had a look at some of the pictures for the first outfit, and wow, she looks beautiful. Such a change. Very powerful images. They're great.
Got some nice shots, I think. Nick showed me.
Nick did an amazing job as always. So yeah, now we just got to wait for the photos, and then when we get them through, that's going to define what her branding's going to be, I suppose. As mentioned earlier on, you know, one of the things I wanted to look at was the mindset of dancers, because they face so much rejection, and if you're not really confident in yourself and really know your own self, then it can be really, really hard. You know, people forget that it's not just about the talent, it's not just about the looks, but if your mindset isn't in the right place and you don't believe in yourself, then really all you're doing is getting in your own way, because that will come across and you probably won't give the best of yourself over. Hey guys, so we're here at the Higher Level Industry Network Enrollment Night tonight, and the reason we're here is I've actually invited Yiota down to listen to Stuart Bishop talk about the network and what they're trying to achieve. One of the main things I want to get through to Yiota is her mindset. I really need her to change how she thinks about the industry and about herself, and value herself more as a dancer, and I feel like this is the place for her to do it. Some of the information she's going to get tonight will hopefully really inspire her and drive her forward in her career, so I really hope she gets a lot from tonight.
We have to become clever. We have to start to see ourselves as businesses. We have to start to see ourselves as brands. We have to start to see the value in the service that we're giving to clients and to giving to employees. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a brand new industry called the Higher Level Industry, which is a breakaway performing arts industry, and looks after singers, dancers, actors, musicians, anyone really who is creative.
who wants to take their career to another level. So I've created a membership, you know, which is free. What are we doing? Well, I can tell you now, we are looking for higher rates, you know, whether it's commercial industry, TV, fashion, film, corporate, musical theatre, club venues, you know, music videos, promos, dance companies, tours, you know. People are paying more for a bottle of vodka than they're paying the performers. You know, what the hell? We were getting paid £400, £500, £600 for a music video. We were getting cars, no matter what time you started, cars would pick you up. I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and I said to him, look, what percentage are you putting into your performing career? 50%? Okay, well what do you know, how do you expect to do it if you're only putting 50% in? You've got to put 100% into this. You know, you've got to go for it, you've got to know it.
I went to the higher level meeting event. But what he said, 10 years ago, you will do a music video where you will get hundreds. And now you're doing a music video and you get £200, 250. How are you gonna live? Like, I want to be a dancer and to be able to raise a family as a dancer. I don't want to be a dancer and need to get a second job to raise my family. Because that's my job. I'm a dancer. That's my full-time job. How can I not live through my job? Good morning. Saturday. Getting ready to go to the gym. Nice and early. Got my card.
First name UT.
Just wait there. My boyfriend in the background. We're going back home. We finished the class. How do you feel?
I feel good, I feel mobile.
I'm hungry. Welcome to my cooking show. Bon appetit to me. I'm working out so much, but stairs, they're killing me. Yeah. Where do you hold that? Hey, so I just finished the class. It was really good. It was amazing. We did urban commercial, which is not really my style, but I enjoyed it so much. And I'm a little bit sweaty, and I'm off to my next class now, so yay. Yep. Dance problems. Just finished class. I don't know what to say, I'm so tired. So, that's me done for today. I really enjoyed the class. It was, I need to go have a shower. Hello?
Somebody forgot a t-shirt. I am dripping in sweat.
You came out of the shower. So,
Today is my birthday. I'm 24. Mario woke me up at 7:30. He made pancakes for me. I'm gonna get ready slowly. I have a workshop with Brittany Cherry today. I don't know what style is the workshop, so
today I'm off to Pineapple right now to interview Brittany Cherry. For the people that don't know who that is, you'll probably know her from the Ed Sheeran Think Out Loud video. She was the girl, not Ed Sheeran. So yeah, I'm heading to Pineapple now where she's teaching a workshop, and I've been invited down to interview her and put her in my vlog, so very exciting.
I'm gonna have the workshop, and then we're gonna have not an interview but a little chat. And yeah, I look forward for it. I'm happy.
Very colourful. Are you excited for the workshop?
I'm very excited.
And to meet Brittany?
Brendon liked my outfit, which is a good sign. So I'm ready for the workshop. Whoop. What do you think of my new outfit? I like it. And everyone's outside of the studio. We're gonna go in like 10 minutes, I think. I'm a bit stressed, but that's a secret.
Never be scared, because this is a very welcoming and warm community, because everybody here is wonderful. Everybody is wearing their heart on their sleeve, literally.
So I'm trying to hide from Brendon. We just finished the workshop. It was amazing. I'm so happy I did it, and I loved it. Hey, here she is.
Hey guys, I'm Brittany Cherry. I am from Provo, Utah, which is in the United States. Started at the age of 3 and I fell in love with it. I started ballroom when I was 5 and danced competitively my entire childhood and in my entire life, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. And at the age of 13, I started working professionally and somehow found myself dancing in an Ed Sheeran music video, and my life has changed forever.
The workshop with Brittany Cherry was amazing. I could tell from the way she was talking that she loves to dance. I was a bit nervous. I was in new and familiar clothes. I knew nobody, and I had the camera on me the whole time. When we talked afterwards, she explained to me how dancers in America are so hungry to dance. They're so hungry for it every time they enter the studio. And I was thinking, that's how I want to be. That's what I want to do. So I think that day was a bit of a wake-up call for me, because after that it was a change for something new. Now when I enter a studio, nothing puts me off. I'm there to dance.
Wait, let me put yourself. Hello. Okay, so your showroom. We think we found a location. We could work around James's schedule depending on what he's doing.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he's recording a music video that day. If we can only do the Monday, then we'll probably have to go back to the outdoor locations, which will be free, but not as good.
Yeah.
So that'd be a good one. Select some tracks as well. Okay, get all that done if I think of anything else. So after tomorrow's session, we're going to talk about prepping, we're going to talk about social media, how to post, the best way to post, and actually I'm going to release a video today, so it'll be worth watching that video when you get a chance, because it will give you a heads up.
Hey everyone, so I'm just off to Pineapple to meet Yiota so that we can basically choreograph her show reel, get some moves on her body, it's going to work, and then we've got to record the show reel tomorrow. Dun, da, da. So we found this amazing location over in East London. It's called Pro Image Studios. In short, they basically built 4 locations into one room. So that's perfect for us because we can switch between the locations without having to travel miles, which is incredible. Hello. So we're just listening to the music Yota's picked for the show.
It's this one.
Oh, I like this. Not really you, is it?
Yeah. Do you like it? I like this one, but it goes up, but then it doesn't have that.
The big moment at the end, I know what you mean. Basically, the studio is literally chopped into 4. So the idea is we're going to film in one section, film another section, film another section, film another section. So So potentially I'd say split into 4 styles. Whoosh. Yes. Nice. And then really kind of like reach. Stop cheating. We're just finishing up the technical lyrical section. We've just been going over loads of drops, so her poor knees are absolutely battered. But James has just arrived, so I'm going to go and collect him from downstairs, and you carry on practicing.
Okay.
It's actually really good timing because I can leave Yiota to practice and start working out some moves that are great for her body. One thing that I'm really focusing on here is making sure that all the moves I give her work on her body, because if we get to shoot day and I've given her lots of choreography that doesn't quite work on her body, then she's going to be constantly thinking about the choreography and not thinking about performing. And when it comes to video, if you don't perform, I just have to grade it. We have a James. Da-da. Oh, look at that timing. Straight into a tilt. And then we don't know, we just wanted to turn into a drop into the last shot. Oh, I like that. Click. Do that, click. Yes! 1, 2, 3, 4. Click. Yeah.
Yeah. So one could be like turn to the camera and then like a reset.
That's what I was thinking now. It's strong. Okay. What I want people to see is how strong you are. Okay. The trainer's on. Let's do it. Oh yeah. So we've just finished up with the showreel rehearsals. I think it went really well. We got loads of choreography done. We didn't quite finish it, so Yota's got to go home and make up the last bit of choreography and send it over to me, but I've given her loads of guidelines. Yeah, it was really well. Do you think it went well?
Yep.
Good. Good morning everyone. So we are heading over to Pro Image Studios now, where we're going to be filming Yota's showreel. The studios is beautiful, which you're going to see really soon. It's in like 4 sections. So the aim is we're going to film the showreel in 4 sections. So it'll be like 4 different styles and 4 different outfits, but it will look like 4 different locations. That's kind of the plan behind it.
Okay. Good thing I have set him up, huh? Alright, I'm almost here. And I'm a bit stressed. I have butterflies, I think, in my stomach. And I don't know why, it's strange. I mean, it's my showreel, even if I do mistakes. It's just for myself. Yeah, I'm excited.
And then we have Yiota stretching out, getting ready. But this is the makeup area. But actually we're going to use this for one of the shots instead of that area.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this.
It's for the love of the shit that I do it, and I'll give my last breath to prove it. See, I'm a vet when it comes.
Brendon cleaning Yota's boots like a good little servant.
Okay, I think I'm pretty much set up to get started, so warm myself up and whenever you're ready.
Drop the track, step back and watch me do it. If you listen what I'm saying, I'll walk you through it. Shay Holmes, y'all need me all night, all day, ain't nothing to it. Who knew it?
Show me how you do the monkey funk groove. Show me how you put the vibe into it. Show me how you do the monkey funk groove. Stop, no boss to move.
So we just did the lyrical part of the showreel. I'm gonna touch up my makeup and get ready for the commercial.
This is going to be mostly performance now, face. Yeah.
What is it, James?
Face.
What's next, James?
There.
Keep the money, the cars, the clothes, and the fame. For the love of the music is why I'm in this game. And you can ask my boy Yanivi why he doing what he doing and how is he doing it or why he do his thing. Yeah, you see the money ain't a part of it. The fame, I never thought of it. The music is the soul and the rhythm is the heart of it.
I'm just sitting around doing nothing.
Straight hood popping it.
We've done the heels, we've done the commercial, we've done lyrical, and now we just want to show that, you know, she'd be right for so many parts because she has such a unique look. Pretty happy with that? You happy with that?
Happy with that.
You know anything else?
I don't, if you don't.
Cool, and that's a wrap.
We just finished the show reel. I think it went really, really well. It was interesting because we did the exotic look. And I think it looked really nice, but we're gonna see what James is gonna edit.
So much has changed since the birth of the internet and social media, and everything has become visual. If you don't have any pictures and videos online, you only exist inside your own bubble. Now, as a dancer, it's so important to be able to show how you look, how you move, and how you look and move on camera. In a world where everything is instant, casting directors don't always have the time to hold an audition, or they might be abroad. Having a professional show reel is the only way to show them why they should hire you. But again, always invest in the best, because professionals will always pay for themselves in the long run.
So the photos are ready. Let's have a quick look. That will be hard. That will be hard to choose. Let's see how many we have now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24, 25, 26. I have 104. Brendon told me to take them down to like 40.
I don't envy you right now. I'm in the studio just about to start recording a tutorial. I got delayed even more because that's life. Yeah, good luck. You got to now take another 2/3 off that.
Help me.
Hello? What am I helping you with? Oh, have you like categorized them? Oh, you've taken pictures of all of them?
No, I took pictures and I favorite the one.
Okay, I'll probably be able to pick quite quickly from this.
Let's pick the photos because the most difficult part. I can't choose.
No, not can I. Alright, let's get it all up. I have as well, yeah. Okay, so these are the final ones that I've picked. Okay, so headshot, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's one, we're keeping that.
These are so hard, they're really nice. That's different.
That's very different, which is kind of why I want you to keep it. I really like that shot. I really like this shot.
That one.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then the bottom one, and then another headshot, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then this one. We happy with that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's send them off to Nick. So basically, when you've got all your stuff cleared and you can create the Dropbox, you're going to create a folder that basically just says Yiota's photos, and in the folder you're going to have portfolio photos, dance photos, work photos. Because then you can literally just link that folder to people.
Okay.
Say, here are all my shots. If they just want portfolio, send them portfolio. Cool. Hey, so here at James's, he's finished Yiota's show reel, so we're going to watch it for the first time. So you're going to have to move.
Down in my own chair.
I know, right? Go on, you sit in the main chair. Oh, this is exciting. Ooh. Oh, cute. I love that shot. Nice. Oof.
I like this shot.
I like what we do with the music. Very clever. Yeah, really cool, really cool, really cool. Oh, I love this location, and that outfit actually does work. I was dubious about it.
Yeah, that was actually one of my favourite sets.
Yeah, it looks great. The colours.
Worked really well, right?
Yeah, great. Perfect time as well. It actually left me wanting more.
Yeah, me too.
Like, there's...
Well, we have all the freestyle stuff that I couldn't put in. If you want me to add a bit of music and put the freestyle stuff in.
Well, I don't know if that's a good thing though. Like, it did make me want more. I could have watched it for another sort of 15-20 seconds. But that's really short and sweet.
Well, that's up to you. Like I was saying, there's a material there that we haven't used that is really nice.
It's great. No, I'm happy.
Nice.
I think that's really great.
Do you want me to put that freestyle stuff?
Yeah, put the freestyle stuff in and those 2 slow-mo clips, and I think that'll be about right. I think we'll be done then. Yeah? Alright, cool. And James is gonna finish it. You happy?
Very happy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll get you work. I really, really do. If you remember back to the auditions, Tasha rightly pointed out that Yota's full name was very hard to pronounce. And as ridiculous as this may sound, this might be the difference between her getting through to the next round or getting cut. So we decided to change her name to Yiota Theo. And then we had to attack her social media and make it look professional. This included Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and then get everything ready for her website, which will be a one-stop shop to find out everything you need to know about Yiota and, of course, book her.
If a dancer hasn't got social media, they're going to struggle because clients are looking at performers now to see, can these performers give a tweet, give a mention to our company, and you know, will it go to 500 followers, or will it go to 10,000, or will it go to no one?
Yeah, everything you put on that, videos, photos, this will go at the end.
And then...
Any more you can think of?
Okay.
Then that will be on every single post you put out. Pictures. Okay, try your best to just use professional pictures. And it all needs to direct towards dance. At least until we get to 10,000. The first thing I would put is professional dancer. I would take off dance instructor. And try, at the moment, we'll stick with the same hashtag, so we start building the same crowd, but as you start doing different things, you might want to increase your list.
We all talk about brand, and this is my brand, you know, this is my brand, I'm going to raise my brand. Great, but if your brand doesn't stand for anything, there's no point. So your product has to be really strong before your brand can be really strong. You can't go out there and just say, this is who I am, and there's nothing to back it up.
46 million posts. Click on it. You know, we're competing against the whole world. Double click. Next one. So you're the first to like it, so she'll see that. Do you see what I mean? Double click.
Okay.
Keep going. Double click. Oh, go. Do 50. I gave Yiota my social media strategy to get seen by more people. Social media is an amazing marketing tool for all freelancers because all it costs is your time. Companies spend thousands to millions of pounds every single year on their advertising budget. Dancers and performers don't have that type of budget, and social media is the only tool we have. So learn to master it.
Yeah, if you're trying to make it in the industry, whether it's a dancer or a choreographer, you have a huge asset now, which is social media. That's really pretty new. Like YouTube, you know, I've been on YouTube for 10 years, but things like Instagram and Snapchat and all this is really the last like 5 years that it's taken off. And you have dancers all over the world that are building not only a following for themselves, but a career by using social media.
We're done. Okay. Perfect. Click done. There you go. That's now your social media, so let's do it. Oh my God, thank God for that. Look at the placement of that.
As a subject, branding's always been important. You only have to look at politicians, anything. If you look at sports events, everything's down to a logo or branding. So it's always been there, but now you can do it yourself. So your social media has to be your headshot. If it's a holiday snap and someone checks it out, it's not going to work. People have recommended dancers, and the first thing you do just to see their look, because they have to go on TV, that's the reality of it, it's a brand, is to go on their Instagram.
And reposition, yes, pull it down. See, look, that looks good now. It's clear you're a dancer. Now, once we've got your show reel, we'll work on your YouTube.
YouTube has been one of the biggest influences in dance, and I think in art in general, because when I was a kid, we didn't see how good the other kids were. We just knew how good we were, or the competing studios around us, and we would go to dance competitions and it would be okay not to be the best because then you just go home and work a little bit. But now kids have social media, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and everyone can see how, like, what the top-notch kids are, and people are inspired and they're driven and pushed to be the best.
And YouTube has really opened up a world for everybody, more people to be heard as artists and more people to be heard as dancers and choreographers. I think it's a great platform.
And it's www.daddy, the GoDaddy.
Go to GoDaddy and just find a web address that works for you. Make sure it's a .com.
When I get a website, I will have new email.
Yes.
I'd start fresh, yeah.
Okay.
Branding and your own individual personal branding is the only thing that's going to make you stand out from the crowd.
I'm sure that Bob Fosse didn't just say, here I am, this is my brand. He had to work on his craft and be able to say who he was before anybody could take him seriously. And then his name became his brand.
So, you know, just get on it.
Good morning, guys. My website is ready today. Wow. Wow. I was expecting to be like good, but this is great.
Up until this point, I had told Yiota not to go to any auditions or castings until we finished the rebrand process. So now was the time for me to throw her back out there and see how she gets on.
Good morning. It's audition day, and I just burned my toast. On my way to casting. It's freezing today. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Well, that was intense. Nothing like my style. Yeah, I don't think I got this one. On my way for a casting, I got cut. It was just in and out basically. They put music, freestyle, but then they just stopped the music and they said, sorry. I got cut. I'm very annoyed about it, and I don't know why. Just finished round 1. It was a no. I thought lyrical contemporary is my strong part, but I don't know what to do. Yeah, I thought I would do my hair up today, so oh well. But yeah, it was kicks from the corner, went into the next round. Second round, it was just some turns and leaps. And I got cut. What to say, like sometimes I don't know what they were looking for. Looking for dancers, height, no 5'4" like me. Just like that, so I would save my time and don't come here and go do something else more beneficial. Just came home from the casting I went today, and I didn't get it. When an email starts from unfortunately, it's not the answer that you want, is it? We do, however, wish you luck in pursuing a career within the industry. Well, thank you. Like, it's so hard sometimes to just go again and again, in and out the studios, or in and out from the castings, auditions, and what's the motive? To keep you going if you hear no. Like, no one says something good.
I've been working with Yiota non-stop for the past 3 weeks, and she's been doing great. She's been facing a lot of rejection, and I know that can be so frustrating when you've been working really hard. What she needs to understand, and I suppose all dancers need to understand, is that it takes a very long time to build a business. In any other industry, you wouldn't expect to make any profit for the first or even the second year, and this is no different. Unfortunately, this is why so many people quit their career so early on. What you've got to understand is this is day 1 now. All the branding's in place. No company would start without the branding in place because it would be the quickest way to lose all your money. You've got to take time to build relationships, network, create clients, and eventually a sustainable income. So give yourself a break, be patient, and remember the only way to fail is to quit. At this point in the process, I really wanted to get to know Yiota better and find out about the dance scene in her home country. So we booked a flight to Cyprus.
Going to Cyprus! Yay! I can't wait. Getting ready now. Oh my god, alright. So yeah, I need to get ready, so I'll talk to you in a bit.
Okay, so we're off to Cyprus. Go meet Yiota's family and find out where she started, why she started, how she started. Hopefully meet the teachers. We're also going to be teaching a workshop at our old dance school, which is going to be really cool.
which we've actually made free, and we've opened up to everyone to come down and do some dancing with us, which is really cool. Who else are we interviewing? Your friends?
My friends.
We're going to meet a lot of your friends who's going to tell us a little bit about the real Yiota.
We need to put our seatbelt. So excited.
I slept all night on a big white ship. Seagulls were dancing all around. I woke up with a sunrise on the sea. Such a precious gift to me. The salty breeze and the waves. The slow pace. The salty breeze and the waves. No matter where I play.
So we're at Yota's house at like midnight. Just gonna head in.
Okay. Come on in.
Woo! Hello.
Welcome.
Look at this place. Ah, brilliant. It's the Yiota wall. Let's get a zoom in on this one.
Salty breeze in my
I love that in your room is the only room that has no pictures of you. So you're now a really good host at this point. Yiota. We would go make a coffee.
You want a coffee?
Love a coffee.
Okay. Mom.
No, make her make it. Go on, you go.
Good morning. Finally waking up and being warm. Yeah, it does feel good to be home. It's good to just get out of London. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick workout now and then go downstairs to eat. Let's do it.
Right. Do you know where we're going?
I know. I don't remember the way.
We're about to go and interview Yota's friends at a cafe somewhere, which is going to be really interesting. Do you have any photos of Yota years ago on your phone? Please share.
I have a lot. I'm the girl.
Bring them up.
I don't know if I have them on my phone, but I'm the girl in the group that has all the.
Oh
my god!
Oh, no, I'm getting nothing. There we go. Reflection. Is it right? Yes. I'm feeling the pressure right now, Yota.
Now that you said for pictures, I didn't.
Yeah.
It was in fashion back in the day.
So, how did you guys meet Yiota?
We have to tell you the truth.
Yeah?
I met her in the school. She was my my partner in the class. She was sitting next to me for 1 year.
The last year.
Except Friday last period.
She used to skip that.
How did you feel when Yiota moved to the UK?
I'm gonna start crying so.
No?
I miss her.
You miss her?
I know, but I
What
know
do you miss the most?
her future is in England, so she's one of my best friends. Yeah.
Ah, thank you. Did you think she would stay permanently in the UK? Or did you think she'd come home?
At first it was. You moved to the UK as well.
Yeah, but I mean, like why I moved to UK was because of my studies, and like at first it was just, you know, she's gonna do her thing, and she's gonna go back
Home,
home.
right?
Yeah. But then when we actually realized that she's staying there for good, we had to just, you know, beg her to come and see us. But she never had time.
What do most people in Cyprus think about dance as a career choice?
In Cyprus, we are close-minded as our nature and our mentality is so close-minded. So we are not accepting dance as an art. We accept it as a hobby. Like we're not accepting something as a career. Yes, as a career, something that you can do as a profession. If you say in Cyprus I'm a dancer, they're gonna say, okay, what is your job?
What is your real job?
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
If I'm a dancer, let's say, and I'm living in Cyprus, with my connection, I can do nothing. She will starve.
So, before I take her back to London, is there anything you want to say to Yiota?
We are here, we support you. And, of course, if you want to come and talk to us or you come to visit us, our door is open. But believe me, babe, don't come back to Cyprus if you're not a famous dancer.
It's all about fame.
Such a feeling to be like a salty breeze in my lungs. And back to where I'm from, a salty breeze in my lungs. On and on and on and on.
Okay, how did you feel when Yiota moved to the UK to study?
Oh my God. As you can see, I was here alone with my son for a few years. The house was empty without Yiota. Yeah, the first year were very difficult for me. Because of my jobs, I was not home for many hours. And she was dancing alone around here. Yeah, everything was here, and Yiota was dancing. Her body is so painful. Her legs, her knees, her fingers. Before a few years, they asked her in Cyprus if I hate her because her body was full of. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in school. Όσον είμαι Αγγλία, πόσο εύκολο είναι να ξέρεις τι κάνω που είμαι Αγγλία.
It was. It was.
It's not anymore.
The last year is not. I wake up the morning and I am in Facebook before to move from the bed. I'm in the Facebook to see what Yiota put today and where is she and what she's doing. She have no time for me this year. And I really don't like that. I really need your good morning, mom, and good night, mom. Only this. I really need this. Otherwise, she knows if that continue, I will move to London. I will move with her. She knows that. I will do it.
I'll start texting.
Woke up this morning with the sunrise in my eyes. Just like a new day, a breath of fresh air in my life. I don't know how, don't know why, but I'll be toasting all my life.
Θέλω πάρα πολλά να τα καταφέρεις, αλλά θέλω να έρθεις και πίσω σπίτι.
Να έρθω στο σπίτι. Δεν ξέρω.
Ναι. Επειδή λείπεις μου πάρα πολλά.
Ξέρω, ναι.
Και νιώθω πάρα πολλά μόνη που χωρίς εσένα.
I don't know how and don't know why, but I'll be toasting all my life.
Oh my God, what a day. Can I stay here forever?
Now we're off to teach workshop. the plan is to do a commercial routine first and then do a lyrical routine afterwards, okay? So trainers on if you've got them. And stop! We got to speak to some of the dancers here after we taught the workshop and speak about dance in Cyprus. And obviously Cyprus is having all the same problems that every country's having. So it almost feels like dancers are giving up trying to find work and trying to find paid work and trying to push for money and know their worth. The general consensus is dance isn't a career, it's a hobby. And if you pursue it as a career, you become a teacher or you work in a club. That's it. And if there's any video work, no one seems to get paid for it. They all seem to be doing it for free because they love it. And that's always the problem when you decide to do your hobby as a career. You end up doing it for free because you just want to do it. You know, they're all pretty much telling you how much they miss you and how much they'd wish you'd come back. And, you know, that must be really hard to now have to leave again.
Yeah,
knowing you've got so many people that care about you here.
Not that I didn't knew. I knew that they miss me, but saying out loud, it's more difficult. Yeah. Because I miss them as well.
I love spending time with Yiota's friends and family and finding out about the dance scene in Cyprus. I completely understand why she works so hard now, and I got to see all the sacrifices she's made to be here today. Now we're back in London, the Love Rudai agency audition was literally round the corner. And she has so much more to prove because she was doing this process with me. I was really starting to feel the pressure now.
I'm back. I arrived today in London. How do I feel? I don't know. I had a great time. I really enjoyed it because it was like I went to work. All the interviews were very emotional. Yeah, it was like a psychology session for most of my family. Maybe friends as well, but yeah, and it was really hard to leave after everything I heard. And Brendon told me that James is filming audition. I had no idea, so now I'm even more stressed because I need to get it, and I will get it because I'm good. And I'm confident, and I'm fit, and now I'm stylish, and I know what I'm doing, and yeah, I'm still stressed though.
Hey.
Makeup, is it good?
Yeah, it's great. Okay, so it's the day of the Love Rudai agency audition.
I'll be fine. I just need to do my best today.
A little bit nervous to see how she's going to get on. Are you feeling nervous, James?
Nah.
She gets no special treatment today. In fact, she probably gets graded harder because she's our little protege.
Well, that's a lot of people. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I've just listened to a message.
That's crazy. So I'm all ready. I'm about to go in. You can see my outfit. Looking good, I think. How do I feel? I'm ready. I'm a little bit stressed. Just the nice stress, the good one. Let's do it. I'm ready.
This audition's crazy. You're going to see hundreds of dancers here today. But I am nervous for Yiota, I'm not going to lie. She looks great, she's done everything I've told her to, her dance ability shot through the roof. Her confidence has just grown and grown and grown and grown and grown. For the people out there that aren't dancers, auditioning it's scary and it's just rejection after rejection. So really, to be a dancer, if you get really good at taking rejection, you can make it. But I'm nervous for her, so I'm going to be sat behind that desk just kind of praying, and I can't say anything because I don't want to influence in any way, so I'm just going to leave that one to happen. But everyone, fingers crossed for Yiota.
How do you feel, Monique? How do you feel, Kristen? Oh, hey! I really didn't notice that.
Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Good luck and go for it. Christina. Through Yiota. Are you living in England? Yeah.
So we just finished the groups. I've been asked to stay. It doesn't mean that I'm on the agency. Oh my god, I'm shaking. I was getting really stressed at the end for the freestyle because I haven't done any tricks on these shoes. So I did. What did I do? I don't remember. I'm shaking. I'm so happy that it's getting over. That's tears from letting go and being fine with myself, and I'm glad that I got to stay for the next round, whatever the round is, whatever we're gonna do. I'm happy that I know people now, and some people believe in me and they know what I can do, and that means it's good. I'm getting emotional.
Yiota, I think you've done really well. You know, there's been a lot of pressure on you because you've been doing this documentary. You've got a great body. You've been coming to class when when you didn't need to always come to class. You've come to class when they're looking for more Indian style. Yeah, you've got a very exotic look. So I would love to take you on. I think you will.
It's great. It's a great start. It's the start. It's actually now that I'm gonna get awards and everything. I'm really happy. I already called Mario. He's really happy with me. Brendon is happy. Everyone.
Yeah, the audition. Wow, that was so nerve-wracking. Like, I think I was more nervous than her because she nailed it. Like, she had a point to prove, and she really proved that point.
So I'm just walking out now. Brendon's waiting for me outside.
When she was up there and Stuart was talking to her, I literally felt like I was standing next to her because I felt like it was me being judged as well as her. But, when he said yes, oh.
I hear this with James. Hello.
You are amazing. Remember that.
I went in there and I was really confident and positive for
Right?
everything, and I've never been like that.
But you are gonna have to give me this lovely camera back. Sorry.
Bye,
So
friend.
your life is no longer on a camera.
Bye.
Ciao for now. We did it. When I first met Yiota, she had no confidence and she had no grasp of her identity as a dancer. The aim of this process was always to demonstrate what you can achieve if you're given the right knowledge and the right tools. We worked out that this cost around £2,000, which I know sounds like a lot of money, but not when you're starting a business. If you invest in looking professional, you'll be treated as a professional. We took one dancer who was struggling and ready to give it up, and we turned her into a professional, self-contained business, and now she's ready to take on this industry.
It's now 5 months since I finished the intensive with Brendon, and I have been working on some amazing projects like music videos and short films, dancing for the BBC, for Instagram and ITV. I'm also now part of 2 dance agencies and a model agency. I've had new experiences working as an assistant choreographer, and I've been teaching regular workshops back in Cyprus, which makes me really happy to be able to share what I learned in my home country. Every day I feel I'm making positive changes to my life.
I think my biggest advice to any dancers who are wanting to make dance and their hobby and their passion their career is know your worth.
If you don't feel it, the audience won't feel it. That goes back to spending time with yourself and figuring out what do you want to do. Otherwise, you're just going to copy and follow someone else.
To build your personal brand and make sure that you are really marketable.
Start posting your choreography, post your own freestyles, post things in cool locations. If you travel, we just were in Paris the other day. I filmed a dance video with some of the dancers in my class at the Eiffel Tower.
Research. Research, research, research. Know your product, know your business.
Have great technique and always be improving on that technique and willing to learn more styles.
Put yourself out there. Don't be scared to take chances and take risks.
The key to success in this industry is making sure that you are every single day, you are building on the skills that you have, the communication skills, the networking skills, your business mind, all these things, as well as your technique, is going to create your dreams and make sure that you get to where you want to get to.
The producer or the director looks over and goes, oh, there's those dancers again, just messing around, being goofy. Don't be that person, you guys. Be the person that sits there and the director, producer goes, wow, those guys are professional, let's use them again.
And also, my other advice would just to be take care of yourself.
So the cameraman has taken a break, as you can see, and he's joining in the football match, so I've been left behind the camera. But he's having way too much fun, so I'm gonna leave him to it.
This process wasn't about, again. It's because I'm cold as well, and I'm really like...
Water has worked so hard for this. Right, let's go straight in.
I've just realized that I was talking and I wasn't recording, so I don't know what I said. I said that this morning I wait.
Hi guys, my name's Brendon Hansford and I'm a choreographer based in London. With this process, what we're gonna do is...
Why I said that, it's going to start again in a minute, so we'll just keep going. It's going to direct playing still then.